Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Depends on what part of the world you live in.
It's
this
morning
is
somewhere.
The internet.
That's right.
This is the World Wide Web.
That's right.
Salute, peace, and blessings. You're officially on the Man Cave Midday
It's
Show.
the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes, sir.
It's the Man Cave Morning.
Yes, sir. Peace
One
and
to
blessings,
twin
y'all.
powers activate.
Big shout out to BKS1 Radio for having us.
Radio.
We thank you, BKS.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we thank you.
Yes, thank
for
you,
letting
BKS.
us be here.
Yes.
Yes. First of all, hope everybody's doing well. All right.
It's the Man Cave
Let's
Morning
introduce
Show.
my partner in crime. The man that understands, and together we got the plan. We call him what?
Deacon Woo.
Deacon Woo.
Wakanda forever. What up?
Welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am just humbly Storm Norman General.
El Jefe.
Peace and blessings.
Dig it.
Man, I'm glad to be alive, man.
Me too.
I'm glad to be alive.
Me too.
That's all I got to say. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. No matter what platform you are listening to us on, whether it be YouTube, BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube,
Radio
whether it be
TV,
Twitter, Periscope, that's at
Periscope.
BKS1 Radio ENT.
What up?
Or Facebook.
What up?
Or the TuneIn app. Have the TuneIn app on your phone. You can listen to all your favorite radio stations, and guess who's on there? The Man Cave Show, BKS1 Radio.
Indeed.
We everywhere, man.
Yes.
Shout out to Sam C. Let me give some love real quick.
C.
Shout out to Lena. Queen. Zababy.
Queen Zababy.
What's
LaShawn.
up, Lena? How you doing?
What up,
Shout out to
Queen?
Sandy. Queen. Shout out to Denise Sparrow and everybody on the check-in, man.
Sparrow.
Listen, we're going to talk about some things today, man.
Okay.
Got some things going on in the world we're going to talk about. But also our topic. What is our topic, sir?
Our topic is,
on code.
do women feel that men emotionally support them? Why or why not?
Say what? Say what?
Do women feel that men emotionally support them? Why or why not? Please feel free to call in. I have an opinion.
Fellas,
on
do
this.
you feel as though we emotionally support women? Ladies, do you feel that men
emotionally support
you?
Right.
We want to know that. Put it in the comment section. We
Original
wanna read your
Man
comment
Cave
section.
topic.
Yeah, we're going to read your comments. But also, we're going to give you a phone number. If you would like to call in and express your views and
Please
opinions,
do.
It's 646
233
1302.
02.
Again, that's 646
233
1302.
02.
All right.
Call in. Don't inbox. Call. Talk to us. Tell us what you feel.
We want to know. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Zelina. She says Zelina. I seen that Lena, Queen.
Zelina,
Z-Baby,
Queen, Z-Baby, LaShawn.
I like it.
All right. That's what's up.
All right. So we're gonna go. Let's get into some things that's going on before we get deep into this topic.
Okay.
When y'all start letting us know how y'all really feel.
I'm sure you will.
If we emotionally support y'all. I want to say big shout out. I didn't watch it yet, but I heard the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion was good.
HBO last night, 30th anniversary.
Yeah, 30th anniversary.
Right.
I heard they had both Aunt Vivs on there.
Yes.
I heard the original Aunt Viv, Janet Hubert.
Yes. Original
right?
Aunt Viv.
She made a comment, and I want to know, do y'all agree with this? Let me see if I can show y'all this real quick. I got to pull it up for y'all.
All right, let's go to the videotape, shall we?
I got to pull it up. Let me see. Let me make sure I got it for y'all. Let's go to the videotape. Here it is, right here, right here.
You know, words can kill. But I lost everything. Reputation, everything. And I understand you were able to move forward, but you know those words, calling a black woman difficult in Hollywood is the kiss of death. It's the kiss of death, and it's hard enough being a dark-skinned black woman in this business.
Say it again, Viv.
You know, words can kill. But I lost everything. Reputation, everything. And I understand you were able to move forward, but you know those words, calling a black woman difficult in Hollywood is the kiss of death. It's the kiss of death, and it's hard enough being a dark-skinned black woman in this business.
Wow. Okay. All right. So let me clap it up. I'm just glad they're able to talk.
Right.
And share how they really feel about things and everything. So she said, so that was the real key thing for her. The fact she felt as though Will Smith saying that she was difficult to work with, that put that black thumb on her. That put that thumb on her where she couldn't make moves after that. Because, she is right. She is right to an extent. If you're a star and you say that this black woman is difficult to work with, all the directors that's rocking with you, all the producers that want to produce stuff for you, they're going to feed into that. And they're going to be like, yo, Will says she's difficult to work with. So then you're going to get people pulling out of projects. I don't want the headaches. Will Smith says she's difficult. Will Smith says she's hard to work with. So that kind of put that black thumb on her where she couldn't make certain moves the way she felt she wanted to make. What y'all think?
So I'm happy that they're talking because they haven't talked in 30 years. That's number one. And number two, what I like to see in reconciliation is if I have beef with you, that I'm able to say, Norm, I have a beef with you, and I feel as though you're listening, and not like, shut up, Dawood, you don't know what you're talking about, or if that's the way you feel or whatever. For Will to sit in a spot and just hear what the sister has to say, it goes a long way into reconciliation, and I'm a big fan of that. Number two, there is colorism in Hollywood and dark-skinned black people and the way you're labeled, this, that, and the other. And I understand that, and you're absolutely right, and it's wrong. Colorism is a thing, always has been. Dark skin, I'm Viv, light skin, I'm Viv, etc. That being said, I think
they did replace it with a light skin.
They did, right?
They did, right?
Shut up.
They didn't even get nobody like that looks similar to her. Whatever.
See, the man want a yellow skinned sister instead of a dark skinned sister. I can go all the way into that.
But do you think Will hurt her career? Yes or no?
You want me to tell the truth?
Do y'all think Will Smith hurt Janet Huber's career? Yes or no? I didn't see it last night.
I didn't see it either. Listen, Will's word is powerful. Do I think he hurt her career? There are a lot of actresses, black and white, that are labeled as difficult. Like, for instance, Meryl Streep, I've heard, is labeled as, I know she's white and everything, but she's labeled as difficult. But Meryl Streep puts asses in the seats. There are a lot of people that are labeled as difficult. So indirectly, he affected her career, but to me, it's what you do after the label. So if doors are getting closed, I guess you'd be like Norm and make your own door and make your own way and keep pushing. I truly believe that you're responsible for the condition of your own life. I truly believe that what you put out, you're going to get back. I am not saying that someone bad-mouthing you cannot derail your career. But it's Hollywood. It's a lot of abusive people in Hollywood and negative people.
Someone bad-mouthing you cannot derail your career?
No. What I'm saying is yes.
Okay.
But on the other hand, there are a lot of bad people in Hollywood working, making millions and millions of dollars, like rapists and pedophiles and that. Oh my! You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that is. I'm not saying yes, that could affect you, but I personally think you find a way to push on. I'm sorry. I love Janet. I love what she represents. I think she's a beautiful sister. If that's what you want to do, you got to keep pushing. When man shuts one door, God opens another door. I really believe in the energy that I put out into the universe, if it's positive, I'm going to get it back no matter who says what, who does what. So this is what I'm saying. Yes, I feel you. But rapists and pedophiles make millions of dollars. Black people can do the same, even though there are obstacles and adversities.
Mm-hmm.
Monsters work in Hollywood, but you can't work because you black and you got dark skin. Okay. Forgive me, sir.
Okay.
Forgive me.
All right.
Keep on pushing.
No doubt. Shout out to everybody on checking. Yeah, we about to get to that topic, man. Shout out to Amy Prince. Amy, we see you. Shout out to everybody trickling in. Sandy said, I think she heard herself. And Amy said, glad to see that they are talking. Communication is the key.
Right.
Yeah, that's the start to everything. Hopefully, we'll open up some doors for her. Maybe she can get some jobs, some acting jobs.
That would be cool.
That would be real cool, because the question is, why didn't he do that earlier? When he saw that she was struggling.
And if he chooses not to open up doors for her, I don't know the reason why. Is he a bad guy? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they broke up. I know what she has said.
Choking.
Right? And I know, like, for instance, what Alfonso Ribeiro has said on interviews, which was she was difficult. I don't think I've really heard Will Smith definitively say, this is why we had beef.
All right.
It's two sides to your side, my side, and the truth.
Zelina said, black women cape and defend black men all the time. Her being an older queen, maybe there was a better way to get her out the way without damaging her reputation. I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I feel that too.
I feel you on that. But it's just like,
I feel you what you're saying with that.
That's just like, come on, man. Like, once you become, Will was the star of that squad. Okay. So if Will, it's just like the NBA, right?
Go ahead.
If LeBron said, our coach is garbage,
he gone.
The management and the owners,
he's gone.
He's out of here.
Yeah, that's the business.
LeBron said he's garbage.
Absolutely, positive.
You feel me?
Yes.
So now, with Will saying, oh, she's difficult to work with, blah, 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 blah. And again, you know what they say about the angry black women anyway. There's always a stigma behind that, the angry black woman, or if somebody voices their opposition to something or their opinion about something and you're a black woman or whatever, you getting labeled as the angry black woman.
Yes.
And that probably came back to bite her based on what Will said, because you really haven't seen her in no major roles really since Fresh Prince. Not major, nothing of any substance and everything, and so, at this point now, I think it's time for reconciliation.
Yeah, that's the point.
Will has a lot of power in Hollywood. So does Jada to an extent, But we're talking about Will Smith. He has a lot of power in Hollywood, and Will is the one that's doing better out of all of them. Think about it. Alfonso Ribeiro is doing decent with game shows and television commercials and stuff like that. But if you think of that whole lineup, who's really working and getting that cheese? Will Smith. And from what I understand, Janet Hubert is an excellent actress. She's excellent. I heard she's dope. She can dance, she can sing, all of that. So it's like, why wasn't she working, man?
So you're making me think. Okay, clearly, dark skin Aunt Viv was the best Aunt Viv. Like, there's no one that will say anything otherwise. Okay, so while I have not taken a poll from the entire population of the country, I've never heard anyone say she's dark skinned. The first thing out of people's mouth is she's the best Aunt Viv. The second thing out of their mouth is you beefing with Will. That's facts. Now, everything you guys are talking about, I recognize. So, is there a thing? She's clearly the better actress. She's clearly the most popular. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what happened behind. Yes, black women can have a stigma of being difficult. Yes, it's colorism and dark-skinned black women, et cetera, et cetera. But she is universally acknowledged by everyone as the superior Aunt Viv. Hands down.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody questions that. So what happened with them? Okay. So you're telling me actors and actresses are not egotistical. You're telling me a big star can't have his way. That's Hollywood. That's the system. I'm not saying it's right.
That is Hollywood.
But general.
Whether it's black Hollywood, white Hollywood, it's just Hollywood.
Norm. I told you I don't like green M&Ms, and I throw the M&Ms in your face and punch you. That happens every day. That's the business.
I dealt with some divas.
Come on. Yeah.
I dealt with some divas. I tell you right now, from just my whole doing celebrity interviews and me meeting a lot of famous people and dealing with people, I already told you who the most difficult person I met was Tyson Beckford. You know, he was a little biatch. And I'll say it again to bruh, and I'll explain to him if I see him, you act like a little biatch. How you gonna disrespect the females I was with? You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting the team. I can handle myself, so you can say whatever to me, whatever. But how you came at it when I met this brother, he was on some real diva-ish. So I know how Hollywood celebs could get down. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, you know, you seeing his face anymore because he's the old dude at the club now.
Right.
He's the old model at the club now. Nobody talking about Tyson Beckford. But what I'm saying is, and I'm saying your names, bro. When I met you, you was acting like a little biatch. I'm just saying.
So colorism and racism in the struggle. But check this out. Karma is real. What you put, this is law. What you put out comes back. And I know I'm responsible for the condition of my life, even though there's racism and sexism and bad things and this, that, and the other. You are a unique hybrid in that you were in the industry and understand that, and now you're completely independent and on your own. So if a star comes in on your platform trying to strong arm you or just act disrespectfully, kick rocks. I don't need you. We independent. I own my own stuff.
Facts.
But within the system itself, you got to grease palms. You got to go along to get along. So you are an example of having it both ways. There is a reason why you left the industry and created your own. See, there's a reason why.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Facts.
So
let's read some comments. Shout out to Valita. Valita, what's good? She said, "Hey, Norm and Woo."
Hey,
shout out to Valita. Amy Prince said the problem is you have those who let the fame get to their head.
That's the thing.
Is what probably happened.
That's the
Facts. I think Will would admit that. Sam C, shout out to Sam. Sam said black men don't protect black women.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
We're gonna talk about that.
That's
what we're gonna talk about today. And ladies, I want y'all to be honest. Fellas, I want y'all to be honest. Zelina said, I didn't say they didn't, but some of you don't get it. Replying to Sam.
Don't get what?
If that was his real aunt, he would have let her gracefully bow out. Who knows if she was allowing of that though? Yeah, facts. Maybe she was that bad. Amy said karma is going to get you.
Yeah,
all the time.
Look. Is Monique talented? Do she put ass in the? Is she? Yes or no? Clearly, superb actress, superb comedian, superb in every fashion. Okay. They're keeping me down. They're blacklisting me. They're this, that. Fine. Is that all to the story? I'm just asking. That's all I'm doing. I don't have no. Is there something more to? I'm just asking you.
How real do you think karma is, though?
Oh, it's very real.
Do you think it's real?
Absolutely.
And see, when we say karma,
absolutely,
we look at it always in a negative light. There's good karma.
There's bad karma.
Yeah, there's good karma and there's bad karma.
Right. That's right.
You know, and a lot of people, and I do truly believe in, again, the laws of attraction. I do believe in, for some of y'all that read The Secret or saw the DVD or whatever, that is true. That principle, I do believe, the laws of attraction. Yeah. But karma is very real. What you put out there, you'll get back. I know I put a lot of good energy out there, right? When I was younger,
yes,
and still learning and making mistakes, that energy was questionable. You know what I'm saying? And then when I matured, I had nothing but good energy to put out there and everything. But I see over the years, I've gotten a lot of good karma back.
Yes.
I've gotten a lot of good karma back.
Yes.
And bad karma would come. Like if you're in a relationship and you dog somebody out in a relationship, right?
Yes.
Years ago, and then you get into a new relationship and you wonder why it doesn't work out and it has all these problems or whatever, and then you get played out.
Yes.
And she dogs you out.
Yes.
That's karma coming back for your ass. I'm just saying.
So
I'm just saying, bro.
I bear witness to not only karma, but I bear witness to your character, to wit. I'm about to be politically correct, General. hold on. You know a lot of celebrities. Okay. One celebrity gets in trouble, is popular, and people blow up your phone and say, you know this celebrity, care to pile on. Wait, hold it. Then some lawyers called you. This whole thing comes down. You're like, no. So then I come here, I'm like, did you see this, Norm? Did you see that? The celebrities, blah, 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 blah. You was like, whoa. When you make a mistake, right? Do you want me to be the 35th person to remind you of your mistake? Okay? When I catch you in a fault, for instance, Dawood, and you're just out there, and I as your friend, of course, behind the scenes, this is what Norm said. I'm going to step to you, we're going to blah, 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 blah. But the public, me as your friend attacking you publicly, I choose not to do that. Now, I agree with you, right?
Okay.
No.
Bring it. Go ahead.
Listen to me.
Let's talk about it.
Listen to me.
Let's talk about it.
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
I agree with you, and I also live my life by those same principles and have that same character.
Right.
However,
okay.
And I'm not being hypocritical. I'm just saying. I said I agree with you.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. Cost the platform ratings. Did like we could have ran that story, got all these ratings. 2, you could have gone legal and got money out of the situation. Now that doesn't match your character. But if we're just business. If we need to make money, if we need to get hits, we need to expand the platform, we could have did that. I'm talking about this particular show and you as the owner.
Right.
But your character dictated and my character dictated, no, pray for this person. That's that.
But it goes back again, it goes back to karma. It goes back to what type of energy you put out in the universe. And I'm going to say this right now. With that particular situation you're talking about.
Go ahead.
And again, I don't wish bad on
nobody.
anyone. Right?
Yes.
But I have been done wrong in certain situations. I have been done wrong by certain celebrities or certain people I was in the entertainment industry with. I have done wrong. And then as life goes on and they get hit with certain blows and they get dealt with certain blows.
When that karma hits them.
And everything, when karma
hits. Yes, it's real.
And then people be like, yo, did you hear what happened to such and such? Or did you see what such and such is going through? And then whatever. And I'm like, well, we got to pray for them. But at the same time, I'm like, man, you getting that bad karma back. That bad karma came back to slap you in the face. You cannot constantly go through this life doing dirt.
Bad to people and thinking
bad to people.
It's not coming back on you.
And think it's not coming back to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling y'all that right now.
Absolutely.
So anybody that's grimy and dirty and do a lot of shady ass ish, you cannot think
the
you're
business
keep on doing
that we're in,
and it's not going to come back and affect you some type of way.
Yes.
A lot of y'all get to a certain point, after y'all got a multitude of help from this person and that person and that person. Y'all get to a certain point after you done had all this help from these people, and those people that helped you don't know them no more, or you kick them in the back, or you like push them to the side or whatever like that, and you forget about them. Karma has a way of coming back on your ass. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. And
I wish everybody well.
Yes.
Shout out to Eric Watson. Welcome to the show, bro. Shout out to Eric
Watson.
Everybody's saying karma is definitely real. And speaking of which,
and your character and your intentions towards people.
No doubt. Shout out to Denise Sparrow.
Sparrow?
Yes. So, but that was a good point you brought up.
I mean,
I witnessed karma on both ends, man. On a negative end, and I witnessed it on a great end, on a good end. So it's all about the energy you decide to put out there in the universe. And some of y'all already know. You don't need Ayanna Van Zant to tell you. Some of y'all already know you need to fix your life.
Right.
You need to get your life right. Some of y'all know that already.
And as a nobody that you plucked from obscurity and brought into this world, yo, man, your character is what's up. And you're showing me the other side. So while you can be blacklisted, right? You can be done wrong, right? You can't escape your karma. Like you don't get to blame nobody, right, for the condition of your life, because you're responsible for that. Like I'm responsible for the bad that I do. I'm responsible for the good that I do, and it's my obligation to get better. General, whenever I see somebody prattling on for a long time about what was done wrong to them. Me, for instance, I'm working on myself, right? But whenever I see someone going on and on and on and on, year after year after year, you did me wrong, no, did me wrong, no, did me blah, 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 blah. I question and say, okay, like my father used to ask me, what role did you play? Why did you get suspended? They got suspended because the principal don't like me and they jealous and I got a pair of Air Jordans on and he didn't like. No, I'm a shitty individual. My karma, I threw it out like a boomerang and it came and hit me back in the back of the head. These celebrities and these stars are no different. And this business is grimy, period. Who don't know that?
Facts.
All right.
Facts. Speaking of, real quick, man, I don't know if you never was in Catholicism or you never was Catholic or nothing.
No, but I went to a Catholic school.
You went to a Catholic school?
Yes, for 4 years.
How many of y'all went to a Catholic school? I don't know. I never understood. I'm trying to learn more about the whole significance of the Pope and
the Vicar of Christ.
Yeah, so I mean, so the Pope is supposed to be the closest to.
Yeah,
to
like he's
on earth.
He's supposed to be like, a close representation of Christ in the physical form. So they say, the Vicar of Christ, meaning
really.
Yeah, that's what the Catholics believe.
Okay,
just saying.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now, this kind of bugged me out, man, when I saw this, and I just, maybe, I don't know, I was all, not to make nobody upset that's Catholic or anything like that, but so the Vatican launches an investigation on Pope Francis' Instagram account after liking very risque schoolgirl pic. So he liked a risque schoolgirl pic and everything, and now he's under investigation. Could we read a little bit of that? I just want to see what it's about.
Vatican launches investigation of Pope Francis' Instagram account after liking very risque schoolgirl pic. The Vatican has launched an investigation on the Instagram account of Pope Francis after it was discovered the account liked the picture of a bare-bottom Brazil model. The post was of Natalia Gariboto, who appeared in a racy schoolgirl uniform, the New York Post reported. News broke Friday, November 13th, that the verified account associated with the Pope liked the picture. Okay.
Okay, so the Pope is heterosexual.
Yes, which is a good thing. Number 2.
Not to knock anybody that's
No,
not.
no, oh.
Right. You got to clear that up. I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, I forget this politically correct. You take my words.
You got to clear that up. Okay.
Okay. I don't
you
care
know,
if
you'll get inboxes after the show.
Yeah, of course.
Emails or texts.
Okay. Oh my God! Listen.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Nothing wrong with okay. When you say schoolgirl, if that's a grown woman in a schoolgirl outfit, that denotes that it's not a girl, it's a woman. A man looking at a woman.
He's not a man. He's the Pope.
A man looking at a woman.
He's the Pope.
Is what's up. Just because you got a robe on and gown and all other crap, you still a man.
Is
Number
the Pope
one.
supposed to go on Instagram liking pictures of girls?
Number 2. Yes, but that's my
of hot, sexy girls.
Okay, that's number 1. Number 2.
Dawood could do that. Norm could do that.
You launching an investigation.
The Pope can't do that.
You launching an investigation for a grown man looking at a grown grown woman. In other words, a man watch porno. But there was some other investigations you should have did, Catholic Church.
Is the Pope supposed to lust? I don't know. See, I don't know, bro. I'm not into.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. Is the Pope supposed to lust?
Hold on. Is a man?
Y'all tell me. I don't know.
Is a man? Okay. We men. Man Cave Morning Show. See what it says right there.
Right.
Call in
646-233-13. Yeah, call in on
put the number
either
up.
Put the number up. Call in about karma. Everything we've been talking about today.
But
we about to get to this.
But
topic.
the idea, I just want to finish this. The idea that a man should be punished for being a man is an anathema. It's an anathema to me. I don't understand why anyone would be surprised that a grown man looking at a big booty woman. Stop it.
0.
Now, if you got a reputation to uphold, why I never watch pornography. I never lust after any other woman.
Pope ain't supposed to be watching.
I don't masturbate. I don't look at other women. My wife's the only woman for me.
Belita said, I went to St. Bernard's left and went to Maxon, and it was a big change. Why was it a big change, Valita? I want to know. I remember St. Bernard's. And listen, all the fellas at Maxon and Hubbard back in Plainfield used to go to check out the Union Catholic girls. And all the
Catholic girls were notoriously.
Yeah.
Help me with the word.
The females at St. Bernard's
Catholic
and Union Catholic
were amorous.
They were
showed
open.
affection.
They were open.
Yeah, there you go.
They're a little bit more open.
It's a politically correct shit. I'm trying to talk. They were a little
I
free
was
with
taught some things by a Catholic schoolgirl.
Yeah, me too.
When I was a
went
child,
to Catholic school.
I was taught some things.
And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Catholic school girls.
This is the Man Cave Morning Show.
The little dresses they wore, I thought it should be illegal. But it wasn't. All right, go ahead.
Sam said the Pope is a man. He was a bouncer in his younger days. He's a man. Facts. Well, okay, well, all right. So the Pope. Do y'all think they should waste money on an investigation?
Absolutely. Look, you need to spend money on them pedophile allegations and leave a grown heterosexual man looking at porno alone. Moving on. Please.
And let's see. All right, real quick.
And when people say to me, "Why do you call him dad?"
Oh, we got to get into this one because this is another thing I want to know too, right? So, had a conversation. This was some years back. I remember this conversation distinctly with a female friend of mine, right? And I remember her saying she didn't like her man calling her. She didn't like when her man said, "Yo, call me daddy."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't like.
Stupid, man.
She didn't like that.
Okay.
Her man be like, call me daddy, whatever like that. And there's a lot of females that be like, get the hell out of here. I am not calling you daddy in a sexual moment, in an intimate moment. Now, do you see why some females wouldn't like that? Real talk.
Within the context of what Monique is saying or just in general? Because.
Or do you think it's a fun thing and do you think it's cool? Because some of us overreact to certain things and we want some real opinions. We want y'all to be honest. Ladies, do you have a problem? If your man wants to be called daddy in an intimate moment, do you have a problem with that? Or do you like calling your man daddy?
So general, okay. So I tell my woman, call me daddy. Have I been called daddy in the heat of passion where you're just expressing yourself? I think that's different than me like, you call me daddy. Me coming out and say, woman call me daddy, that's a little weird to me. No. Now, General, but check this out, General. But if it comes out in the heat of passion,
you don't have no problem with it?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Some women think that's creepy.
Yes,
some women think
and
that's
I understand
creepy.
Why.
All right.
I understand why.
Let's listen to what Monique had to say
Go
about
ahead.
this.
And when people say to me, "Why do you call him daddy?"
Okay, go ahead. Why you call him daddy, Mommy?
Who's that yelling in the background?
And I tell him because he raising me. He's given me everything that my father did not.
Damn.
And when I tell you, sometimes it can be so goddamn embarrassing, and it's just me and him in the room. See, there ain't nobody else in the room. And he's had to say some things to me, Tamar, that has taken me to my knees. And then he'll pick me back up. And he'll say, "Is anything I'm saying to you not true?" And I'll say, "Everything you saying to me is true. But right now, nigga, my ego, I need you to walk away because the crazy bitch inside of me, she can ready to say something to me." And when people say to me, "Why do you call him daddy?"
Okay.
So that's a lot to unpack, sir. That is a lot to unpack. Okay. I applaud the fact that this powerful black woman is able to publicly say that my man brings some truths to my attention that I don't want to hear. And even though I don't accept it, and even though I'm a crazy bitch, not my words, hers, but that she's able to publicly acknowledge that her man loves her enough to tell the truth. on the other hand, so that's a whole show.
No, that goes along with the topic.
Yeah, I know. That's because like,
what's the topic?
Yeah.
Do black men
emotionally
support their women?
Right.
So
that's a great
going with the topic, segueing into the topic.
Yeah.
She's a black woman that feels as though she gets emotional support from her man. And now Sam
even though she doesn't want to hear it.
So she feels as though her man protects her as well.
And
Sam C said earlier that black men don't protect their women. All right. So Monique would beg to differ.
Right.
She said, let me explain why.
Right.
She calls her husband daddy. And her excuse was, he's raising me.
Now,
because her father didn't.
Now,
wow,
General, I got you.
That's deep.
When it comes to
deep
Monique,
issues. Go ahead.
That's issues. Number one, that need to be discussed. Number two, when it comes to Monique proper, she calls his brother daddy a lot. Me personally, it's like I get it. In other words, if your man loves you and raises you and does everything, you love him and you show him respect. Me personally, and you could keep that particular dynamic to yourself because he's building you up. You know the connotations in the society. Daddy, 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 daddy. It's sexual, or, some people could say that it's twisted. When I hear her talk, she literally calls him daddy every single interview. Have I been mothered by women that were in my life, that I was in relationships with? Absolutely, positively. You understand me?
Right.
But I got a mama, and you ain't it. So you can mother me and love me, but you're not my mama. And the fact that she says it so much to me denotes other issues, that probably need to be discussed, because it just feels
it is
daddy, like it's creepy, man.
It is creepy.
But to segue back to the point we're about to get into,
we do like to hear Spanish women.
Yeah,
say papi.
I mean, but when it's in a bedroom, that's a completely different thing.
See?
It is.
So
we're talking about
different?
No, daddy's not a problem. Papi, I
Come on, bro.
whatever a woman say to me, I'm like, that let me know I'm doing a good job. But publicly, to just constantly say that type of thing, what I love about her was she had the courage to say that there's some things her man brought to her attention that she didn't like, that she didn't hear, that triggered her and triggered her crazy bitch. But she acknowledged that he did that. Some women.
That's what she said. That word, the B word.
You're right.
That wasn't woo.
Yeah, not me. But that's political correctness.
Yeah, I know.
But some women are unable to do that. To do what? To acknowledge that a man is bringing something to their attention that's difficult for them to deal with. Some women are unable to be like, I'm sorry. Okay, you and your chick get into a beef, whatever. Some things are said. She hurt you, you hurt her. And sometimes a woman be like this, moving on. Ain't no moving on. What you said and what you did hurt me. So this inability for me to hear that you legitimately acknowledge that what you did was wrong makes the man do what? Not emotionally support the woman, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because men have feelings too.
All right.
But go ahead, bro.
No. I just want to read some comments. Tracy Abram. All right, let's go back to Sam C. Sam C said, any man who likes their woman calling them daddy has something they need to get off their chest. Tracy Abrams said, I'm one of the women who would say, get the hell out of here, asking me to call you daddy. It's creepy. I heard that from a lot of women, because most women, when their man say, call me daddy, they hit them with the
hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. I agree.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Now listen, privately, I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. And listen. I know everybody want to say the politically correct comments and everything.
Yeah.
Some of y'all ladies like to call your man Poppy and all of that, and like to call your man Zaddy. Y'all put the Z in front of it now.
Oh, yeah, Zaddy. Hey, Zaddy.
Hey, Zaddy. Hey, Zaddy. Is Zaddy okay? Or still the same thing? Is Zaddy okay? I want to know, seriously. Is Zaddy okay? Is Poppy okay? Let me read some more comments. Shout out to Diva on the check-in.
It's one of them comments, man.
Denise said, I would not feel comfortable calling my man daddy. What about Zaddy or Poppy? All right. Amy Prince said, your man is your partner, not your daddy.
Right.
Facts. Monica Williams. Hey, Monica, how you doing? Monica said, not sure about the daddy piece, but if that works for them, I am learning more and more that the narratives and historical way men have been treated impact so much more when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you for saying that.
I'm gonna have to clap that up.
Appreciate you for acknowledging that.
And Zelina said I would keep that private. Yeah, because a lot of y'all ain't gonna tell the truth about that anyway. Cass said I think that it's a woman's option to her man daddy or Poppy in the heat of the moment. It's their option.
So General, you said this. You said
it might turn the man on.
If the man, but you said this also. If I as a man be like, call me daddy, that's creepy to me. I ain't your daddy at all. I'm your man. It's a different, you know what I mean? So it's like, why would I feel the need to tell my woman, one, to call me that, and two, why would my woman refer to me in that fashion in public a lot? Like a whole lot. To me, it's illustrating some other issues that need to be addressed. Okay.
Oh, Ingrid said, New York, New Jersey men call us ma. Is that creepy too?
Excellent point, because I'm guilty of that.
Hey, ma.
That's an excellent point. What's up, ma? Oh my God, Ingrid.
I've said
that.
You a ma dude?
What's up, ma?
I'm a bay dude.
No, okay, bay don't nobody.
Hey,
yeah,
man. I'm a bay dude. You know what I'm saying? I was always a bay dude.
No doubt. What's up, ma? What's up, baby? Ma absolutely has come out of my mouth. And Ingrid, thank you. Perhaps that was creepy for me to say, but I'm from Jersey. That's what we say. All right, go ahead.
Listen. Zelina said BDSM. Denise said not Zaddy. She laughing. I would say bae or baby.
Yeah.
Just something else besides daddy. Kim Cherie said, I have one sperm donor and only one daddy, and the Lord has called him home.
Okay.
When I find one, he is being called by his name. You know what?
Okay.
You know, Kim, I love you, right? But I do believe you're telling a tale. I do believe y'all, during the heat of the moment, we call people outside their name. There are some women that like to be called the B word. I'm just saying, listen, sex.
That's a different story.
The adrenaline and the emotion of sex and being intimate with somebody brings out a different character in that person for a moment.
Understandable.
In the heat of passion.
Yes, passion.
We've all been called out our names.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Can we have some honesty here?
Absolutely.
This is an adult show.
Absolutely.
And we're grown enough to talk about this, and we're mature enough to talk about this.
Yeah.
All right? You know daggone well, if his name is Robert, you're not like, oh, Robert.
No.
Come on. You're not like, oh, Robert.
You are F me N-word. Come on.
I'm not like, oh, Sandra.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, y'all.
Listen.
I've been called, listen. Again. Black MF, thank God for the phone. For once. I was about to say some things. Lord, you didn't stop me from saying some things.
Yellow
Go ahead, caller from the 973.
Y'all are horrible.
We being honest today. We are being honest.
Y'all are horrible.
We're telling the truth.
First of all, Norm, you know your sister has been practicing celibacy for the last 9 years, so no.
I really didn't know that. Celibacy?
Yeah. Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
Respect.
Sometimes.
Respect.
It's cool.
And when the Lord decides to put him in front of me, he is being called his name. I am not calling him daddy. No. No.
Diva, let me hear you say Zaddy. I just want to hear how it comes out your mouth.
Not happening. Not happening. No.
So listen. So you saying you can't have fun? Listen, you saying in intimacy, you can't have fun with your partner and call him Zaddy
or Poppy? No, I can't call you daddy. No, ew, no.
Okay, but see, I'm rocking with you on the fact that I think it's creepy to a point, and then you never know what somebody went through in their childhood or whatever the case may be, or if they had a personal problem or whatever. But if all of that is under the bridge, if none of that happened or whatever like that, and then your man asks you to role play, you would not role play with your man and submit by calling him what he wants to be called?
First of all, the only person I'm submitting to is my Lord and Savior. I'm not submitting to nobody. That's probably why I'm still single, because I refuse to submit to someone.
Don't be boring. Don't be boring.
It feels funny.
I hear what the sister is saying. I humbly suggest that in the throes of passion, when you're intimate with someone, okay, I have called and been called. And will again. I'm not questioning a person's spiritual walk or if you're my daddy or not. No. I said, she might get B word, I'm going to break your back. Let's go. I've said that. Now, did I think the woman was a B? Nah. But at that moment, all talking is ceasing. I'm going to break you in half. B. And she say,
I'm just
you
learning way
yellow
too much about my
MFer,
brother.
and whatever she says.
I don't want to know what you do in the bedroom.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Diva, we love you.
And I know you don't want to know, and I still say
real quick before you go. Real quick before you go, I got to ask you this question. I know you're in healthcare and the medical field and all of that. What's going on? I read something real quick in one of your comments. You said something about a shutdown. What's up?
Yeah, we're about to go and shut down. Whenever I get an essential personnel letter via email, we're about to go into shutdown mode.
And may I also add to Diva and the medical field as well. Not only are we have to wear masks, there was an addendum that said we have to wear eye covering, right? The goggles, and the full face shield. They never passed out face shields when it first started.
That depends on the area of the hospital.
Yeah, the area of the hospital. I happen to work in one of those areas. What I'm saying, Diva, is in this whole pandemic, they ain't never gave me a face shield, ain't never gave me no goggles. I'm with Diva. They about to shut it down again.
So it's time to stock up again.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Diva, thank you. We appreciate you.
Look, when you get off the air today, hit BJ's, hit Costco.
Yeah, do it now so you have it, because it's about to be crazy.
All right, Ma.
Right.
All right, Ma. I'll talk to you later, Ma.
Oh, no, you did not. No, you did not.
No, I'm
Bye, Zaddy.
No, you didn't.
See you later, Zadie.
Know what I'm saying, Ma?
I
mean, baby.
All right, listen. Shout out to.
Oh God,
I love y'all today. Tammy Walker say, "Yep, I'm role playing. Yes, sir." See, Tammy, I want that honesty.
Nothing.
I want that honesty because
nothing wrong with that.
Listen, like Monica said, like, you're not calling me a B at work. You're not calling me a B.
Yeah, and I would never would.
Okay, listen. Some women.
Okay.
Caller from the 404. Say by the bell. Right. What's up, caller?
I thought I'd say you by the bell. This is troublemaker. I'm ready to start some shit.
Man, go ahead.
Speak on it.
Like, okay, if I'm like this, if my woman knows me, right? Or if a woman knows him, let me put it like that, and she's being made love to, but if she knows the trigger word, the call sign is calling her daddy, so she can put the smack down on it, jumping from the top rope, doing all kind of crazy shit. If she knows what she wants, if she knows the trigger word, that's what it is.
That's a good point.
You know what? But see,
that's a good point.
That's a good, mature adult point. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? It's like, everybody want to be so taboo when it comes to discussing intimacy or sex or whatever like that. But I'm glad you said that trigger word, because there are trigger words in what's the word? Entanglement. There are trigger words in an entanglement, right? That will take it to the next level. Right, and then there are some women that ask the man to call them a B in bed.
Right,
I've heard it. I've heard it before.
Right.
So it depends on. Okay, you have to know who your partner is. So when you say a trigger word, there are some trigger words that have negative connotations to women. There's some trigger words there's some things that may have happened in your partner's life that's sensitive that you don't want to put them back in that place. So it's incumbent upon us to kind of know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in this particular relationship, you know this is a no-go. You know this is not what you're supposed to do, et cetera, et cetera. So I agree with all of that. On the other hand, I'm not belittling that. On the other hand, and it throws a passion, I done heard all manner of stuff. Just saying.
Right. So so let me ask you this. And I'm being honest with you, right? So So we know the N word is a negative word, but some women use that word in sexual situations when they're with their man. They call their man the N word.
We are
don't
all
have a
looking
problem
at
with
this
that.
too deeply.
Thank you.
It all depends on the situation, right?
And
It
the
all
person.
depends on where you at, who you with, who you around. That's just like, okay, if a woman is making love to her man, right, and she knows what gets him off, right, and if she say call. She's like, I'm your bitch. And she know if she says that, he's going to do her like he just did a 20-year bid, just got out for the first day. She know how she wants it.
Right. I'm just...
You just got to go according to the way that you want it.
You have...
And you shouldn't put too much emphasis in the word itself.
Right.
The word is just a word. You have the meaning behind the words in the situation that you're in.
Right. Yeah, again, it's on the individuals. Cass, thanks for calling in.
Respect,
Troublemaker,
baby.
we appreciate you. Let me read some of these comments because they're getting hot. Bro. All right, let me read some of these comments.
I want to hear these.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Monica said, Daddy, privately, like he said. But you are right. Some women want to be called. Yes, Monica, I mean, that's just the reality of it. Sam C said, my wife and her friends say, hey, B, to each other. I don't participate in this.
You better not.
Yeah, of course you better not. You better not.
But they refer to themselves as that all the time.
Valita said they are talking about shutting us down in Birmingham, Alabama, December 1st. Wow. Yo, these shutdowns are starting to get real again.
Yeah.
You know we coming back with head-to-head hits strong because that got us through a lot.
Yeah, the new administration probably going to shut us down.
Calling from the 336 station name. Where you calling from? You on the Man Cave.
It's Tammy Walker.
You know what?
What up, Tam?
I was waiting to hear from you, lady. What's going on?
First of all, when we in the throes of passing, you better call me everything in the book because the walls is coming down. We behind closed doors.
Right.
What the hell you discussing about? What you talking about outside your bedroom for? Any damn way.
Right.
Okay?
Good point.
Inside your bedroom is so private that you're supposed to let everything loose. If you're going in bedroom and you're so worried about he said this to me, since you said that to me, you're not really in it to win it. You ain't in there making love. You ain't there trying to take dictation. Your mind's supposed to be someplace else, and people know what it is, what it takes to get them off. With me, whatever it takes to get my man off, I'm doing that. Okay? Because we're married. Okay? Okay? And here's the thing. People, I know people have to have their modesty and everything like that, but come on. Y'all know y'all part of the freaky bunch. What's wrong with y'all? And if y'all not part of the freaky bunch, y'all ain't having no damn fun.
See, you know what?
Too many restrictions in the bedroom. Stop all them rules in the damn bedroom and really be who you want to be in the bedroom. Say what you want to say in the bedroom, and that you really making love.
So
it doesn't matter what they say. I mean, it's passion.
So let me ask you this, Tammy. Real talk. So
okay.
normalcy and sex don't go together when you with your mate. Because people
Why are you thinking about being normal while you having sex? Who's normal when they having sex? That's ridiculous.
So there you go. But see, a lot of people won't admit that. A lot of people just...
That's some bull crap. Let me tell you, people gonna come out and say, because it's politically correct to say things. You don't want to talk about things outside your bedroom.
Right.
You don't. But girls, I'm telling you, you better be saying something to that man, because if you're not, that other chick gonna be saying it to him because they like it. They love it.
They want
And
more
you
of
in your
it.
bedroom.
No, I'm sorry.
Stop telling your girlfriends everything. They don't need to know what's being said.
Wow.
So what I will say to Tammy is,
facts.
What I will say to her is, while I happen to agree, I also know that everyone's different. And you could be
Everybody
involved
is
with a
different.
person that has some issues going on and they get triggered and they're unable to openly express themselves sexually. Or listen, they come from this religious.
I'm not saying it's for everybody. It's not for everybody.
They come from this religious.
But I'm just saying there should be no connotations on it. And if the person is having issues like that, 9 times out of 10 they shouldn't be in the bed with the person in the bed.
But my point is, millions of people have these issues. Millions of people are caught up on theology, religion. Millions of people have been hurt. Millions of people are unable to express themselves sexually because there's shame attached to it, and you're nasty and you're dirty. What I'm saying is, I'm not discounting them. And I have to understand that if I'm in a relationship with a person like that, right, I got to be a little more considerate of not being my crazy, freaky self with that person because I love them and I'm concerned with how they get down.
I'm going to be honest and say this right now.
Okay.
I do not like restrictions in the bedroom.
I don't either.
I do not like restrictions in the bedroom when you with
Because
your mate.
Dawood, that is still a suppression. You're still not getting what you want because you're suppressing part of yourself. But I hear you.
No, but okay. let me say this. I know.
Wow.
Let me say this. I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly what I like. What I'm suggesting is, I give my partner permission to do the same. It's not necessarily about I'm suppressed and I don't know and It's, let me tell you something. I love you enough to let you trust me. I know you got some trust issues, so I'm gonna bring you along. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, the world is full of all different types.
I see you saying that I don't want to be a beast in the bedroom. I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna treat you
that's
with
not
the
what I,
fetish.
that's not what I said.
Fetish. I see that. That's nice. It's nice.
That's not what I said. I said when I love someone, I know, babe. But this is good radio. What I'm saying is, the older I get, the more compassionate I have become. When I was 20 years old, I'm gonna break your goddamn, I'm gonna break your back, and blah 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 blah. But as I get older and I hear these stories from women, a lot of women been abused, things going on in their family, that my maleness is a trigger. The tone of my voice is a trigger. The fact that I curse is a trigger. The fact that I'm free sexually is a trigger. All of these things, I'm just doing me and being myself. But if I love someone, I have to understand, listen.
And be emotionally supportive.
Absolutely.
I have to understand that the way I am, triggers people.
Right.
Now, if this is my mate, I
That's
care.
so damn Hallmark. Okay.
If it's my mate, I care.
Dawood,
If it's the world,
that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yes,
we're not
it is.
talking about the
This is exactly
We're talking about if you use these words in the bedroom, what's going down, what's popping. That's what we're
I'm saying, if you're in love if you're in love with a person that has issues, F them. You ain't giving me what I want. Bye. I'm getting my rocks off. No, I don't think so.
No, Dawood, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the person that you are with, just like what Norm said, the person you with, they know you, you know them, right? So if you know them, they know you. There should be no restrictions between you. Now, you done took it into a whole nother realm with the person having isolated issues and stuff like that. I don't want to be in the bed with somebody like that.
And you
I
don't have
gotta
to
watch
be.
what I say.
And
But I understand
you don't have
what
to
you're
be.
saying.
You don't have
get
to
it.
be. I said if you're in love with a person that's not perfect, that been through some stuff, you have to be compassionate. That's it. Girl, let your freak flag fly, do you and do whatever. I know me, but I also know, I also know that some things that I do triggers other people. I use profanity. I talk loud. People lose their minds because I curse. They lose their mind because I talk loud.
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest about this. Nobody wants to be in the bedroom with a person they got to walk on eggshells with.
Yes, Tammy,
That's
I
what
agree.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not that it's impossible to do, that you're not supposed to do it. Some people do have issues. I'm just saying for the people, like, let me speak. See, you're speaking for yourself, so let me speak for myself. I'm not speaking for all women because I don't represent all women. Okay? But what I'm saying to you is that some of us like that shit. Okay? So it's not for everybody, and it's not for the faint of heart that can't handle it. I know my man inside out. I know what he thinks of me, and I know how he sees me. So we're in the bedroom, and we knock out, drag out, and that's probably between us. Hey, it is what it is when we in there. Okay?
Yeah,
but when we come out, you'll never know. We'll be the most modest people you ever see in your life. Okay?
I got you.
But in the bedroom, it goes down.
1,000%. I know myself. And I know sometimes
and
people,
that's what it is. And it's role playing. Role playing is, and you know what? I'm gonna piggyback off what you said just now. Role playing. right? That helps people to open up and get them to a comfortable level because they get to project and have another representative other than themselves, so they can say like, like my husband might say he might want Tabitha tonight. You understand what I'm saying? I know who Tabitha is. I know what's popping. You understand what I'm saying? So
some people.
I completely understand what you're saying.
Like for instance, you know what? Some people like they woman to beat their ass with sticks and chains and stick stuff off their butt. Say don't matter. I don't like that. But some people like that. Listen. Some people like to be tied up and call me master and all that crazy stuff. To Dawood, that's not happening, right? In much the same way that if I enjoy role plays, other people may not. I'm comfortable enough with myself to be like, listen, this me. Can we rock or can we not? That's all.
Right. But you know what? And let me go say this. That's why it's important when you get in relationships, you talk about sex. Because a lot of people don't have to talk about sex and they get in the bedroom and it's this expectation of what we should be doing. I think it's very I think people should have a seat and talk about sex and talk about what their expectations, what they expect from their partners. Because a lot of people don't even know what their partners like or want. And then, this is most important too. And then over so many years, we change. So we might like something different. And it's hard to introduce new stuff into the bedroom that you haven't been doing, but you might want it. So it's always important to sit down and talk about sex. Talk about your sex life. When you sitting at the kitchen table, you was like, well, honey, what would you like? Well, I would like this, this, and this, and this. Well, let's try this, and this, and this, and this. What I do in my relationship, I learned it a long time. I think I got it from TV. I do a temperature check. Every now and then, I ask my man, like, what's up? We still good? Like, you still like, well, what you like? Is it something new you want to try? And everything like that. I'm checking in to make sure that we still there, or if it's something that's new, he can be introduced into it without being afraid to talk about it. Not that he would be, but I open the door for it.
Right. And you know what? I appreciate you said that. I got to read this comment in reference to what we was talking about. So now Tracy Abrams, shout out to Tracy. She said, if my man needs me to call him daddy to get off, all I would be thinking about is he possibly a pedophile? Wow.
I wouldn't think like that. But I see what you go with that. Right.
But that's her opinion.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way, but that's how she feel.
But
hey.
If she likes to call me daddy, that's just like a man thinking, like, damn, she likes to call me daddy all the time. I wonder if she was ever molested as a child. See, we both could think like that.
Okay.
You know what? I'm glad that it opened the avenue because you know what? I never looked at it that way.
Now watch this.
I just never did. Tell that sister thank you because I never looked at it out of that window before. And it could possibly. Once she said it, I was like, wow, it can be looked at it that way.
And speaking of that, there's two women.
Mm-hmm.
They're both molested.
Thanks, sis.
They're two women that are both molested. First woman becomes, what's the word I'm looking for?
A white liver girl.
No, the first woman becomes sexually, what's that word? Promiscuous. Okay? Wait. The second woman is so triggered by sex that she shuts down completely. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They are both molested.
Right.
They both dealt with that circumstance in two completely different ways. I know that when you're making love to someone, that's the most intimate, the most vulnerable, the most everything you could possibly be. So I, as I'm older, try to take my ego out. What you mean you don't like this and you don't like that? Right? They don't need to know. What I'm saying is I need to know what they like. I already know what I like. I'm completely comfortable with my sexuality.
That's why you sit down, you tap in, and you communicate.
But other people, and I have to be cognizant of how my partner communicates. I'm learning that too. I'm loud, cuss, whatever. The system may be quiet. Now what? You better tell me what you want to do. When I do that, they cut off. That's not communication.
You're going to know your mate prior to getting in the bedroom. You're going to know what to say, what not to say, how to touch her, how not to touch her, how to move her, everything. You're going to know that. So you're going to know not to say these words and everything like that. That's why I said it's not for everybody because everybody get in the bedroom and do something different. Some people like it, and, that's their thing, and it's nothing. But I can absolutely see why the sister, because I was like, damn, I never looked at it like he could be looked at it like a pedophile. I never looked at it that way. She said it. But
you know what? I've heard that. I heard that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that's why. Like listen. I know one of my boys got a Spanish girlfriend, and he'd be like, yeah, call me Poppy, and she hates it. She's like, I hate when he asks me to call him Poppy and whatever. And then come to find out, she was molested when she was a child.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
You know
like,
what? I think that there's a mental. I think with me, I have to confess that I think there was a mental disconnect when it came to that. Because when I said a mental disconnect, because I'm easily disconnected to words that I don't put too much, emphasis on. So forgive me, sister, for that. Forgive me, because I wasn't overlooking your heart or anything like that. But she did make me see it objectively another way.
right. And see,
Now, girl, I'm gonna be thinking about that while I'm in the bedroom. Girl, what you doing, girl? I'm just playing to her.
This is what this show is for. To have these types of conversations and this type of dialogue, because everybody got a different view, a different opinion of thing, and we see things different. So I'm glad we discussing this, so you won't get upset. Because sometimes we may think different of our partner because they don't want to try certain things. So we start seeing them
never
different,
asking why.
Well, why you don't like calling me this?
Yeah.
And why you don't like doing this and whatever like that. Where there could be another situation that went on in their life, why they don't like to have this type of interaction with you.
So, in conclusion, there is no crime for another human being not to think what I think, not to roll how I roll. I'm not into
that's the beauty of all of us.
labeling people and with this and label. What I'm saying is, drop my ego, be more compassionate, and listen to my partner. If I love this woman and I want to be with her, that's the decision that I'm making. Right? So this idea that you should be this way and you should do this and you should do that. Secondly, and then I'm off of it. Secondly, I understand that the way I behave triggers other people. I understand that it has nothing to do with me. So why would I personalize it? Like I said, loud, cussing, sexually free, all the things that I am. I have to make room enough in my ego to understand that not everyone feels the way I do, and I don't have no value judgment. Like Norm said, now I'm angry. I'm angry because my partner ain't me. That's sick. No, my partner is my partner, and I love and support my partner enough to be like, let's work through it.
So before we let you go, we gotta ask you the question of today. Do you feel men are emotionally supportive of women?
No. I know some, but I feel like the over majority, I feel like emotionally no, because they're taught so young to be disconnected from their emotion. So when we're crying and everything like that, they don't know how to come over there and pet us up sometimes because they really don't know what to do because we turned it off in them so young. So I feel like a lot of guys' emotions was arrested at a young age. And so when they get older, they're disconnected to emotion. Like you see guys that be stoic and they try not to cry and everything like that. And I heard people that said that they've never seen a man, some of the men in their life cry. But my thing is, it's so funny you said, I'm going to make this really, really quick. I was telling my son this, right? My son is engaged, about to get married, and I just gave my son this advice, right? And so my son got overwhelmed because he was buying a house and he's about to get married, the job and everything was going on. So he called me. He's like, Mommy, I just want to talk to you for a minute. I said, okay. So he's telling me about everything like that. And I said, son, you have laid your head in my lap since you was a boy. And I raised you to be a man. Now, if that's the girl you're going to marry, you need to go lay your head in her lap now. Because I wanted to teach him emotion beyond mommy. And I don't want him to, every time something falls, he runs to me and he's scared to show his emotion. I said, no. I said, if you're having a bad day, you need to tell this young lady you're having a bad day so she knows how to counteract your bad day and be there for you. I said, but if you being up there trying to play Superman, she going to think your ass ain't real, and she going to keep pressing you with problems, and then one day you going to break. I said, you're going to have to show her some realness. If the world is heavy right now, and that's your fiance, she should know that the world is heavy.
All right. So, for the fact that you said you don't feel that men are emotionally supportive of women, you're basically saying that's by default.
I do feel like that's by default, and that we should teach our men to don't be afraid to show emotion. Don't be afraid to have emotion and to actually go through it and process it. But I think that 80% of men are disconnected from their emotions.
So,
they don't know how. And they don't know how.
Conversely, we live in society. I heard everything Tammy's saying. She's right. We also live in a society that punishes men for being emotional.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You're not a man. You this, you that. So, for tomorrow, because this is what we're going to bring up tomorrow.
Okay.
Women have to understand that men express emotions in a different way than women.
Absolutely.
I am not a woman. I have a different chemistry. When you say left, I may actually see right because of everything that's going on. And to Dawood, this is a rich conversation because some women, not all women, some women want it both ways. If your man come home and with tears in his eyes, you know what I mean? Some women might be like, I don't want to hear that. You soft. Get out my face, da-da-da-da. So what does the man do? It's unacceptable for me to express my emotions around you. Therefore, I'm not going to allow you to express them around me. It's quid pro quo, not I don't care about the woman and I don't know my feelings. I know my feelings, but I don't feel validated by you.
But you know
or
what?
supported.
Let me
so
say
I don't
this.
support you emotionally.
Let me say this, Will. Some men are not emotionally supportive of women because of what they saw when they was raised.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like if you live in a household, right, and you never saw your father kiss your mother, or you never saw your father tell your mother that I love you, or whatever like that. If you never saw no type of physical bonding or some type of intimacy with your parents or whatever like that, you may be emotionally detached from being able to emotionally support a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you never experienced that through your upbringings and everything. And I'm telling you right now, I know a lot of brothers like that, and I know some brothers today that, and not to even put nobody out there, but a good friend of mine one day was just crying, and this is a brother just crying. I'm like, bro, what's wrong? He was like, my mother never kissed me.
Yes.
My mother never hugged me.
Right.
My father never hugged me. I never seen them be close or tell each other they love each other, whatever. And I'm like, this bro is like 50-something years old.
Many men are like that.
And he's reacting to it now.
Right.
Like later on in life like that. So you never know how somebody's upbringing can affect them when it comes to their current relationship.
So
and let me just leave you guys with this. I'm going to cut you off. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so, okay. I had one of my cousins, his wife passed away, right? So he had boys and everything like that. So I had to talk to him because the years had went by and he was dating, but he was dating behind his son's back. And I said, your sons are growing up in front of you. And I said, the way that they learn social skills, they learn it through you on how to treat women, how to be with women, how to date. I said, because if you don't do this in front of them, they're going to be socially awkward when it comes to women. Because you're hiding it from them. I said, let them see you date. If something happens, you break it. I'm not saying that he got to bring every woman around his son. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because now he's about to get married. I said, let your son see you date so they'll know how to do it. But if you trying to hide everything from, they're not going to know how to do nothing, and they're going to be socially awkward because there's a lot of socially awkward grown men that are around women, and they don't know what to do sometimes. And that's because nobody, just like Norm said, showed them or expressed anything to them, so they don't know what to do. They stuck.
Right.
And then they're trying to be strong. Like I said, again, if my man comes home to me crying, and because if I know he's strong all the time and he's having a moment, I'm gonna put my damn cape on and save the damn day. Fuck that. Okay? Because I know he's not like that 24/7. So I know something had to happen to bring him to his knees, to bring Superman down to his knees. Because I look at my husband like he's Superman, okay? So for something to bring him down to his knees, something had to hurt him. I'm going to put my cape on. I don't see him as weak. I see him as real. That's real life shit gets so heavy that even the strongest fall.
Right.
That's real to me.
Right. Respect.
So I'm going to leave y'all there, man, and closing out. I love y'all. This has been an awesome conversation. You know, I love calling y'all having a conversation. And another thing, I like us having different thoughts in the meeting of the minds. I don't want us to think the same. That's so vanilla.
Right.
I like that all of us think differently, but sometimes we all end up on the same train, though, at the end. I love that.
Facts. We appreciate you. Love you always, Sammy.
Love you, baby.
Have a good one. All right. Have a good one,
What I
guys.
would like to add in conclusion to this topic, it's a rich topic that we're going to continue. Oh, my God. This is such a rich topic. First of all, sometimes as I've gotten older, I have discovered that how a person responds to me may be responding to someone other than me, right? In other words, something I do or I say can trigger the person. You understand? And then they go off. I need to understand sometimes it may not always be personal, right? Sometimes I have to be more compassionate. Sometimes when I see a behavior, I link the behavior to the person. And I'm endeavoring not to do that. To wit, yes, there are millions of emotionally unavailable men. But on the other hand, there are also millions of emotional men that don't feel safe expressing their emotions to you women because of the penalty because the cost is too high. You're not a man, you're emotional, blah, blah, blah. Number one. Number two, it's difficult for men sometimes because women's emotions are different. A woman could be like this, I hate you. 2 seconds later, I love you, come here. To us men, that can be confusing. Like, okay, the woman's prerogative. A woman could have in her mind to go left. 2 seconds later, she like, we're going right, as though she never said. In our logical mind and the way we process information. So in conclusion, what I'm saying is we need to be more compassionate with one another and understand that we're literally different. We can look at the same exact information and see it 2 totally different ways. Number 2, you better learn how to say you sorry. Number 3, stop taking stuff so personal. Number 4, allow a person to be. Some woman, you wrong, you stupid. Stop with the value judgments. Let the person feel the way they feel. Put your ego and your emotions in check, because some women like to be right. Some women don't like to admit that they're wrong. Some women don't want to hear. If you require emotion, please understand, in conclusion, that it goes both ways. And number 2, sometimes I'm going to tell you some truth that you don't want to hear, that you emotionally cut off from. Hear the truth. Go ahead, General.
But a lot of times, too, you got to be able to recognize a temperature change in the relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to know how to recognize change in a relationship, and because that's the only way you really can tend to your partner's needs. You know what I'm saying? If you recognize a temperature change, like, damn, she was always like this, and now she's like that. There's something that made her like that.
What is that?
You got to recognize that with a man. Damn, he was always like this, but now he's like that. We have to be able to start recognizing things in each other, because a lot of times we get so caught up, right, in just day-to-day living.
Absolutely.
And just doing our own thing, and we get selfish sometimes.
Yes, we do.
That we start to not pay attention.
That's right.
To the needs of our partner.
Absolutely.
We start to not pay attention to the emotional needs of our partner. You know, if they're always up, if they used to always be upbeat, always jovial and everything like that, then you start seeing them down and just thinking to themselves and staring up into space, or whatever the case may be. Ask them what's wrong, or what can I do, you know, to help, or what are you going through right now? You know, like, really sit down and talk to them when you start seeing this, and start being able to recognize it early. Try to catch that early, man, because anything that festers too long,
yes,
is going to be a huge problem.
Yeah, it's going to manifest.
It's going to manifest into a terrible problem.
Absolutely.
So, you know, pay attention to your partner. That's all. That's basically what I'm
saying.
saying.
And have compassion for your partner.
Yeah.
Stop being so self-absorbed.
Facts.
All right.
Pay attention.
So
we want to thank everybody for joining us today, man, on the Man Cave Show. We appreciate you all. Great dialogue, great conversation. Shout out to everybody that made comments. Shout out to the callers. We appreciate you all, man. This is good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Share the show out for somebody that may need to hear this. Share it out. We're on multiple platforms. We're on Twitter. We're on Periscope Live. We're on YouTube Live. We're on TuneIn. We're on Facebook. Share it out. And again, if you like our content and you appreciate our programming, if you would like to send any type of contribution, we don't care how small it is or whatever, please feel free to Cash App $BKS1 Radio. That is $BKS1 Radio. You see it right there above me, right there. Please feel free. We appreciate anything. We don't care how small, what size. If you feel free in your heart, you want to send a contribution to BKS1 Radio, especially now in this COVID pandemic era.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
We do.
But
Thank
shout
you.
out to everybody, man, that chimed in. You know, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Man, damn thing you do about it.
Yes. Because again, this show is never about us.
It is always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secrets.
We got a lot of things popping. A lot of things popping here at BKS1 Radio. And we just hope you enjoyed the content. We hope you enjoyed today's show, man. We will be back tomorrow with another show on the Man Cave Morning / Midday Show. wherever you live at.
We're going to continue this conversation.
Yes, we will continue. We appreciate y'all, though.
Respect.
You know we love y'all.
We love y'all.
There's not a damn thing you can do
There
about
you
it.
go.
All right? Peace and blessings, man.
One. See you next time.